Pickaxe.
5-day early access to every Cast Party episode, including Nocturne, ad-free episodes, behind-the-scenes info, exclusive bonus monthly one-shots, access to our community Discord where our community plays D&D games together, has game nights, and hosts so much more, all for less than the price of a single cup of coffee per month. Aren't convinced? Try out a free trial. 7 days free to check out the content that we offer only exclusively on our Patreon. Patreon.com/castparty. Support your favorite D&D podcast, all while getting some awesome perks. Patreon.com/castparty. See you there, cast and crew. Welcome, cast and crew, back to Nocturne, A Curse of Strawed Tale. My name is Ryan McManus, and I will be your director for today's feast. You can find me running the Cast Party socials at Cast Party D&D or on my personals at Ryan.McManus, and I am joined today by my very sad cast and crew. Vince.
Hi, I'm a sad boy. I'm playing Theren, the man of hoping he doesn't perish as well.
We have oh no. We have a May.
No. I don't like this. I don't want to go after Vince. Where's Christian? Oh God. I'm May, I think. And I'm playing Zielle, who's here to slay a lot of vampires, not for any vengeance related reason or anything. Yeah.
And back for his 11th intro, we have Jose.
Sad. I'm Alizzato, and the beard is not good today. It's not good today.
Damn.
Well, I do have quite the hefty poem ahead. We started in the fray, in the midst of a bloody feast. Zielle and Alizzato took off for bones while Theren fought side by side with a beast. Holy symbol in hand, Zielle darted through the burning streets as Ali soared through the skies, seeing everything hopeless and meek. From the air, he saw Vallaki in rumbles and shambles, but diverting from his current goal would be quite the gamble. He also saw a ghostly visage of a pale young woman amongst the trees, outside the walls of Vallaki, but he pushed it aside for his mind needed to ease. Ali and Z cornered Corinth, the elven vampire on a roof, bones in a bag as she separated from her group. Making way for the church, she was halted in her tracks as Zielle froze her in place with the amulet, while Ali conjured one hell of a fire slash. Finishing her off, Zielle approached with her knife. Paralyzed in place, she slit her throat as the vampire's body fell out of sight. Bones now in hand, they decided to dart for the church to help those trapped inside and those at the doorstep bloody and hurt. All the while, Theren took up arms with a friend. Tannis still bloodthirsty, they chose to aid a half-demon, swiftly striking the vampires who Isaac had been striking, though they thought the tables were turning when things started to look frightening. Isaac had taken some nasty hits, and Tannis had taken out the half-orc. A grapple and a bite onto Isaac's hip left him feeling wounded, but torqued. He was still ready to fight, and with one vampire left, the boys made the riskiest decision of the entire campaign and tried to jump the story ahead. Abandoning their plan for the festival, they bombarded Isaac with blows. The grappling vampire fled for its life as Isaac's crimson arm began to glow. Tannis on his last swim, and Theren bloodied and broken. Theren jumped in to frighten Isaac, avoiding a hit, a bloodthirst awoken. Seeing a new foe, Isaac swung for our warlock, though a bestial arm returned the favor, this time the werewolf would block. An axe wound to the collarbone, Tannis reverted as he fell, and now it was time for Theren to give Isaac a piece of hell. An incredible hit of magical prowess, but it wasn't enough to cool the fires around us. Isaac, on his last ounce of energy, swung once more at Theren, dropping the two of them quickly. Leaving the boys drenched in blood and rain, Isaac left for the Burgomasters, for more vampires were to be slain. In the moments to come, the boys would experience waves, memories of their past or thoughts of brighter days. Locked in death saves, Tannis survived, though a hidden roll would bring tears to my own eyes. But before I could speak, Tannis intervened and asked what he could do in order for Theren to succeed. At the cost of his life, he saved a friend, A true blood pact until the very end. But for now, everyone, we continue the feast. After a moment of silence, Tannis, rest in peace. As we move to the burning rubble of the Vallaki town square, we look upon Theren, drenched in blood, rain, cowering on the ground, leaned up against a abandoned merchant's tent, cradling Tannis in his arms, as his eyes have now finally closed for the last time. Theren, what would you like to do?
Am I still in the rain?
At this point, yes. You have some shelter from the rain, as this covered merchant tent is blocking a bit when the rain blows. You get a sense of peace for a moment before the downpour continues over you.
While I'm sitting there, I'd like to call out for Baron. I'd like to ask him to just find me some sort of clean cloth anywhere.
Theren, how about we do a medicine roll from you?
Nat 1 to start the day off?
You know, at least it's on theme for the bleak start of this episode.
Yeah.
There's really not much Baron can find. That's not due to Baron's inability to find anything. At this point, it is due to your lack of energy, your lack of willpower to even summon Baron from your sword. You can see the purple tendrils start to glow and emerge and take form of the feet and rise up to the legs, though they slowly dwindle as your breath is caught in your lungs. You have to take a moment to revitalize yourself. Panting and huffing, it's just not enough to bring the visage of Baron out to aid you.
I'm gonna just hold my hand out into the rain and try to just cup a little bit of it and like almost wash my hand off some. Get some more of the rain into my hand and pour it on Tannis's face. And I'd like to just clean him up as best as I could.
You are easily able to do so. Cupping the rain is a simple task, given the downpour around you and the storm that has been raging throughout the afternoon. The rain itself was doing a bit of work, though you being able to cup your hands and at least apply some pressure, really get in those deep wounds to be able to clean him and make him somewhat presentable.
I would like to, if I have any rope on me, take a small bit of it and wrap it around Tannis's wrists to keep them together. After I do that, I'm going to try to put his arms around my neck and have him drape on my back.
You're able to tie a decently tight rope around the wrists, and you just sneak right in between his arms as you hike his arms onto your shoulders. You are able to raise. Your legs are shaking, your knees are wobbling. It's hard at this point to even stay upon your feet.
I'm going to start moving towards the church, and I'm not going to even care about trying to hide or go through alleys or anything. I'm just going to the most direct route there, and I'm going to use my sword as a cane basically and stab it into the ground with each step and try to pull myself forward, trying to aid myself with this extra weight on me.
Hobbling through the streets with a limp Tannis on his back, we are going to cut to Zielle and Alizzato. Zielle and Alizzato, you had a bit of a head start getting to the church, so Theren will be joining us momentarily. From your perspective, running down Traveler's Lane before you enter the church district, Alizzato would be able to tell you that the Blue Water Inn was indeed under siege, which you would have passed going the way that you did, and that the general store was aflame. But your focus is on the church, reconsecrating the grounds, getting the bones to where they need to be. There are two scenarios in the church. There's reconsecrating the bones. There was getting the bones, which you guys skipped and did an incredible job doing ahead of time, so that is knocked off the list, as well as guarding the procession, the flock of citizens that sit atop St. Andral's stairs leading up to the main door, They were seeking refuge before one of the columns had toppled over and blocked the main entrance. Now sit 4 vampires, herding them in a circle as they laugh and cackle and slowly dive in and grab an ankle to drag one out, toying and playing with their prey. So I will give you 2 a moment to chat as you are both on foot running towards the church, if there's anything you would like to discuss beforehand.
Unless Ollie has any change of heart or anything, then I think Zielle would be continuing with that idea that they're gonna get as close as possible, make sure there's nothing else to scope out, and then try and sneak around the side and or distract if needed.
I'm totally fine with that. So then go to the church first and then deal with the vampires after?
I think so, because even if we can't manage all the vampires, the idea was that if any of the humans can get inside, that they'd be protected. And
Good.
There's like 20 of them or 30 of them, and there's like 4 vampires, so.
Got it. Okay, yep.
So if we can approach the church in a, I don't know exactly the layout, but if there's any sort of like roundabout way where we're not coming straight onto the front, I guess we would do that.
There is about a 10-foot tall wrought iron fence that does surround St. Andral's. As you approach, you would see there is one vampire stalking the top of one of the gate posts and basically just laughing, keeping an eye out, as the other 3 are huddled around in strategic positions as to ensure that the flock of churchgoers doesn't run off. So what I need from Zielle and Alizzato is your plan. How do you plan on getting to that side entrance to the north side by the graveyard?
You know what? Let's just do it. Let's just go climb the fence. I think it'll be better with 2 of us. And then if they all come over, then we'll get them that way. Let's go to the north side. Let's just try and get these bones one thing at a time, right?
I'm not good with establishing plans. You seem to be the one that has the good idea, so I will follow this lead. But let's go.
Hope this is the right one. And she'll like cross her fingers.
As you all make your way counterclockwise around St. Andrew's Cathedral's gate, following the wrought iron fence to the graveyard portion on the very north end. How you guys jumping the fence? And are you being sneaky about this?
Are there spikies on the fence?
There are indeed.
Oh, like why?
Would it maybe be better if we just went all the way to the back, like the far side from the gate, so we're behind the building? So if we do make noise when we jump over, we're going to be further away, and they also won't be able to see us.
Northwest end?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Like, I want to put the building in between us and them. So even if they were to hear something, the whole
Sure.
city's falling apart, they wouldn't be able to see us at least.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think we should try over there. Hopefully, even if they notice us, if we get over and it's too loud, we'll be close enough to just make a beeline for the door, get the bones in, and then that's a safe space. They can't come onto the hollow ground, so
Got it.
we'll be safe as long as we're in there. And if they don't notice us, then we get the bones in and we can do a little sneak attack.
Understood.
We did so good at the last plan. Getting the bones was part 1. We did so well. Now, this is just the second part. We'll just do the same thing.
Right. Of course.
Has Alizzato really, demonstrated any sort of strength, or do I think I'm stronger?
Probably a little stronger for sure.
Because someone's gonna have to climb over by themselves.
I believe I'm all, show. I think my true strength comes from my connection to the land, but there is nothing physically that I could bestow upon you.
Then I'll give you a boost.
I love this. Now the question is to you. You said that you are very strength and you are very, I'm assuming you have dabbled in the acrobatics or the athletics at some point in your life?
I'm pretty sure this is all athletics rolls.
Alizzato would be acrobatics, Zielle would be athletics.
Oh, okay.
Alizzato, you would be doing acrobatics with advantage, given the
Okay.
hand from Zielle, and you are basically throwing yourself into the air to try to get over this and grasp onto the gate enough to where you don't get hurt by the pointy spikes on top. Zielle would be climbing it, and that feels a little more athletic.
Come on, Suni.
It's a 13.
You are able to plop your foot right into the cup of Zielle's hand, and getting that momentum behind you, even though Alizzato's a hefty boy, you're able to get up and over the fence. It doesn't go entirely over and arc yourself over cleanly. You do have to grasp onto the top, hike one leg over so it's a little louder than you expected, And now, Alizzato, I'm going to have you make a stealth roll.
All right, so stealth, here we go. 14.
Oh, okay, it's not bad.
Zielle, roll your athletics check, please.
Okay. Does a 19 work?
It absolutely does. You are gracefully able to grasp onto the wrought iron posts and start hoisting yourself up, and you flip your entire body over, legs overhead, and land perfectly on the other side.
In a curtsy.
Zielle, can I have a stealth check, please, as you finish that wonderful curtsy?
Oh, right, and I have disadvantage. Oh, I rolled 15s on both, which is 16. 16!
Wow.
Okay.
Nice.
As you guys fall on the other side of the fence, given that this is the graveyard portion of the church backyard, you are able to fall on some dug up dirt. Nice and soft landing for the both of you as you continue forward to the back door of the church. You are able to peek around the corner. It does not look like the vampires are focused on anything else aside from the herd, as another runs in and grabs one by the throat to pull them back out. And the two on the northern end begin to feast as you run for the back door. As you guys get inside, you can hear the soft murmuring of frantic prayer to the west side by the altar. You can see Father Lucian buried in his prayer on his knees by the altar, praying up to the stained glass portrait of the Morning Lord, the sunset looming over Vallaki, as Irina is standing above him. There has to be something we can do. Why are we just trapped in here? Why can't we go out and help? There has to be something, anything. At least get the others inside. I have to do something. Father Lucian does not acknowledge her in the slightest as he is clenching his fists tighter and tighter, holy symbol clasped between them, praying, eyes up at the Morning Lord.
Irina.
Oh, you guys made it through this. What is going on out there?
Father Lucian, can you open the... We need to put the bones back, please. Immediately.
He is helpless. There's no talking to him. There's no knocking sense into him, anything. He's buried in prayer. I've been trying to get him to do anything, and he won't do a single thing to help.
I doubt he can do much out there. Still trying to see if we can. Do I remember... Did he, pull a levers? Didn't he have to, do something to open up the areas of the bones? It's, sort of secret. What did he do?
There was a button underneath the altar.
Can I go look for it?
Absolutely. Please feel free to roll me an investigation check as you guys move towards the altar portion.
As Zielle's doing that, can you just get a little peep at Father Lucian? Just kind of look a little insight, if I can.
Yeah.
At least we're in the church. No vampires are killing us right now, but it's a 2.
Oh.
Dirty 20 for the insight.
Alizzato, as you walk over to just glance at Father Lucian on his knees, bathed in the dull gloom light of the Morning Lord, his eyes are skyward at the stained glass as he's muttering prayer after prayer for the peace and safety of Vallaki. When Zielle mentions the bones in the altar, you notice his eyes shift to the left, but back directly up to the stained glass as his prayer continues. Alizzato, you would be able to assume that getting the bones to the secret portion of the church, this switch would be on the left-hand side of the altar.
Without saying anything, just make my way, keeping my eyes on Father Lucian, but then when I get to Zielle, I'll just sort of nudge her hand in the direction of where potentially the switch would be.
How do you... What? You weren't even... Never mind, okay. Press the button.
As you press the button, the large stone dais begins to protrude forward towards the pews as the underside of the altar is revealed.
There, that's where we have to put them, Ollie.
Get them down there immediately.
I guess I'll start making my way down.
I'll come with you.
It's only about 5-6 steps. A small, cramped, underground monument, storage for a relic. As you see the stone altar, covered in cobwebs and dust, though that spot revealed where the bones once were. And who is placing the bones?
Walk up, I'll look to Zielle, and I go, All right, but hope this does it.
I'll put a hand on his shoulder.
I'll put the bones on the altar.
As the bones are placed on the altar from the two of you, you feel them begin to shake as they glow a bright, bright yellow, radiating this warmth coming from these bones as they are placed, as it erupts in this warmth that slowly, slowly dims. Zielle, in your ear, I am so proud of you. As we move to Theren. Theren, as you walk towards St. Andral's Cathedral, Tannis on your back, what are you doing?
Trying to focus, putting all my energy into walking. With what little energy I have left, I'm really trying to hold Tannis up above the ground and not dragging him, but letting myself just get beat up in any way possible. Anything to keep him from the ground.
It's hard walking slowly through these streets, where Alizzato and Zielle were able to sprint through easily. As you begin to take step after step, the weight of not only yourself, but Tannis upon your back, crumbling your knee, bringing you down to the street level time and time again. Though your persistence bringing you back to your feet, it is a slow moving hike. You're being burned by these embers that fly through the air from the rubble of the burning buildings around you. But as you come upon St. Andral's Cathedral, you see this flock of individuals being tormented, preyed upon by these 4 vampires, feasting on a poor citizen. You hear a clap of thunder, and the air around you starts to feel still and calm and different as the vampires cease, frozen in place as they look up to the sky. They all stand straight up, unmoving, staring at the clouds. The citizens on the steps, taking note of their lack of attention upon them, scatter. Some go for the gate, some run towards the graveyard, some just hide behind the stone staircase as best they can. The vampires do not lunge for them, do not move, and do not blink. Just eyes plastered on the sky.
Oh god, I have an idea, but I shouldn't do this. Are there any stones on the ground?
Plenty.
Do I have enough energy to pick one up and throw it?
I would think so.
I'd like to take just one small stone. I want to cast light on it and try to throw it in the middle of all these vampires to see if they make a reaction and to see if they move away from the light.
Give me an unarmed strike. See how accurate you can get with it.
Fuck, that's a 2.
Oh my god.
That's a nat 1.
That's, it's giving 1 hit point.
As you reach down, Tannis is just slipping off your back. It's hard getting your balance right as you grab one of these little pebbles, casting light upon it. You can't even do it overhand at this point as you just underhand lob it the best you can. It makes it close to the vampires, right around the entrance of the gate leading up to St. Andral's Church, though none seem to pay any attention to the rock being thrown or the light being shined.
Okay. Alright, I see you. We're doing it. We're going to the front gate.
Let's go.
As you walk towards the front gate, the vampires pay no attention to you. You're maybe 20, 15 feet away, and as you continue to approach, eyes skyward. As we move inside the church, we find ourselves beneath the altar. Alizzato and Zielle.
Is this supposed to be doing this?
Yeah, you feel it, don't you? You did it. Perfectly. We have to get out to those people before they eat more of them. We can get them inside. I can use the talisman. You can hold them as well. We can do this. There's a safe place now. Even if we fall, they'll be okay.
The red feathers flare up in my entire outfit and my eyes turn to red. Then let's go.
Irina, let's go. Let's get those people. Let's get them inside.
There are people outside.
Yeah, there's like 20 people, 4 vampires, but I have this talisman. It'll help. It'll be fine. We can just direct them inside.
Okay. It sounded like something fell. Do we go out the back and circle around or what?
There's an obstruction in the front, but we can go out the same way we came in. Hopefully surprise them.
You want me to come with you? I would love to.
Yes, please. I've got your back.
I trust you.
All right, let's draw them to us. If we can get them all close together, we have a better chance of holding them. Theren style, kick open the door. We're not trying to be quiet anymore.
Zielle, the sound of your kick bursting the door open is partnered perfectly with another crash of thunder. Theren, outside, you could swear that even the rain itself hitting the cobblestone stops making noise. The crackling of nearby burning buildings almost feels like it deafens as the vampires stare unblinkingly at the sky. Theren, this pause in the world around you is interrupted by your ears picking up on something strange. As you cock your head, your sword grasped into the ground, stab just holding you and Tannis up. You hear the thundering of hooves echoing through the air, though you don't see a horse. Before another loud crack of thunder once more comes a pitch-black nightmare of a horse bursting forth from the storm cloud above, high in the sky, as it dives through the air, descending with the rain itself. As the horse lands upon the cobblestone streets of Vallaki, just outside the gates of St. Andral, 20 feet away from you. It lands with surprising grace, barely rocking the lone pale figure, regally sitting atop its back. As the figure descends off the horse, reverberating through the entire city, being carried by the rain down every alley, through every home, and reverberating throughout the church. When the last party of Avrosa, please come forward. The vampires around you are staring directly at this being and make no note of you in the slightest. As the figure steps from beside the horse and waltzes towards you, closer into view, you see his ghostly visage of the devil himself coming forth from the fog as he takes note of the body upon your back. Oh, Sergei, Sergei, Sergei. I knew you were weak. We'll see what fate your soul deserves yet. Couldn't protect him, could you?
I'm gonna try to hold my sword out, aiming it at him. You will not speak ill of the dead.
He's been dead once before. What's going to change it now? This time, though, you killed him, didn't you?
You know nothing. You stay away from him.
Oh, I don't want him. I want the bones. I know you have them.
You'll have nothing.
Give me the bones.
You'll have nothing of ours.
Zielle and Alizzato, you find yourselves in the graveyard. What are you doing?
Irina, get back inside.
You fix my gaze past Theren to that individual.
Irina, get inside.
Yes, yes.
Without looking at Theren, Theren, come this way.
Alizzato and Zielle. As Theren comes into view, you notice Tannis limp on his back, facing away from you.
You're too late.
What do you mean, I'm too late?
You can try stepping on hollowed ground yourself, see how that goes.
Zielle, get me the bones.
as if there is a predator, like a mountain lion or something like that. She's just kind of slowly taking steps towards Theren and Tannis.
I'm 100%. If you're walking towards, I was already also walking towards Theren.
You two are able to meet up with Theren, side by side on the steps of St. Andral's. Strahd sits about 20-30 feet away from you on the opposite side. You are facing him down through the wide open gates of St. Andral's.
When I get up close to Theren, I'm going to place my hand without looking, but on Tannis's face. And I'm going to cast Healing Hands. But I'm not losing eye contact on Strahd.
As you reach up, Alizzato, Strahd's attention is directly upon you as you are the first to make a move. You reach up for Tannis's face, and as your skin meets his, he is freezing cold. The second your fingertips touch his cheek, Strahd smiles in your direction. And I thought I was too late.
I'm gonna whisper to Alizzato, speak not of it yet. Not right now.
Look over to Theren, unyielding, unbreaking that eye contact. Then I'll just look to you, Theren, and I'll just place my hand on your chest. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds. Into 5 points.
Zielle she's more trying to project confidence, even if she doesn't fully feel committed to it towards Strahd. When you invited us to the ball, I thought a proper gift would maybe be some wine or blood. With what do you need bones for anyways?
I don't need the bones. I need Irina. Those god-forsaken bones were the one thing keeping me from her, and you are now in my way.
As this Cure Wounds occurs, Theren just stands up a little bit straighter, and the sword just gets a little bit, it isn't swaying as much, it's just a little bit more stiff in the air. You take another step.
Boy, please do not play with me. You are in no condition to fight. Do not topple yourself and ruin my brother's body. Let me give him a proper funeral.
Theren?
Oh, you didn't know? Go ahead, tell them. Tell them what you did, Theren.
Just silence.
You couldn't protect him, could you? Pity.
What do you intend to do here, you foul demon?
I came for Irina. I came to try to stop you from making this blasted church hallowed ground once again, yet here we are.
Yet here we are.
Seems I have lost 2 things today, haven't I? It won't be for long, don't worry. Another plan will be put in place just like this one was orchestrated years ago. To be frankly honest, I forgot about it entirely. Irina had garnered my full attention that I simply forgot about those sleeping vampires. Who would have thought? Blocky truly is pitiful, isn't it? Alizzato, you live here. You should know better of anyone. But how are you two enjoying your stay? I see my brother isn't having a very good time in Vallaki.
Your show is quite pathetic, you know. You're dragging this place, but what are you doing here? You can't even get what you want out of this town, can you?
I thought I could make it in time, but while I'm here, I might as well take Sergei's body.
I'd like to see you try.
Theren, we're going inside.
It wasn't quite a request.
Theren, we're going inside. Her hand goes from his shoulder to in front of him.
You can feel with all of his might, he's trying to not go anywhere.
You know I didn't need to kill anyone here, right? Theren, Alizzato? This was not my doing. I just want you to know that Vallaki's been doing my dirty work for me for as long as I can remember. I didn't need to kill anyone. But this feast, though I orchestrated it, is not my fault. Like I said, it slipped my mind. I was after Irina. The bones were the last things on my mind until you came along, and speaking of you, isn't that right, Zielle? This is your fault! Every last body on the ground, every single drop of blood that stains this earth, every single cinder of a fucking building that you let turn to ash is on your shoulders,
No!
Zielle.
It's not! She's clutching the pendant around her neck, and she'll... Whatever it does beyond holding vampire, she wants to do that, whatever. She is channeling the Morning Lord to use sunlight on his position. It's a 30-foot radius of sunlight.
As the amulet around your neck protrudes with this bright, warm light, Theren and Alizzato, you can feel it immensely. It is hot. It is unlike anything you have felt for a long, long time. As the rain around you is halted in a bubble of this sunlight. Strahd, seemingly encapsulated in this radius, begins to hiss as his arm comes up over him as he tries to continue to back out of the sunlight, screaming.
Get inside, get inside.
Theren and Alizzato, Zielle knew of this plan the whole time. Fuck!
Let's go.
Theren, get your ass inside!
I'm gonna try my hardest to resist the two of them.
Strahd has stepped out of the 30-foot radius. At least someone is smart enough to stay around and listen.
Are you just going to banter? Is that what you do? You fucking thing. Sit around and threaten the innocent and the weak. Yes, you may not have done anything here. Maybe this was of some divine plan you conjured, but your mere presence sends the people of this city into chaos and panic. You are fear. You are loathed by many, yet you walk here like you've done nothing wrong. Your mere existence is a plague on this land.
With them trying to push me away, I want to whisper into Ali's ear again. Watch and listen to your enemy. Know your prey. He wants to stay and learn more. His experiences with Strahd talks. He wants to learn his enemy, and he wants to know what his prey wants.
Then I'll just look at Theren with an unmatched anger. My eyes almost like darken underneath my furrowed eyebrows. And then I keep a tight grip on like a shoulder pad or sort of like breastplate area. Turn my head back to Strahd, but I keep my body towards you.
Fear is a funny thing, isn't it, Alizzato? It's got you ready to cower in a church, the one place that I can't get to right now.
Fully turn around.
I may have orchestrated this, but Zielle was the trigger. Her selfishness desire led her to pursue the bones, despite a warning of the city's safety. Vasily was right, Zielle, I do have eyes and ears everywhere. And he should have been afraid at the thought of what I would do if Irina were to be out of my grasp, because now we are living in that world, aren't we? So Alizzato, do not look to me. Look to your own. You could have just left this alone, Zielle. You could have broken your oath. You, Zielle, could have saved these innocent people's lives. It's truly a pity it had to come to this, Sergei. Sorry. I mean, Tannis. He deserved better. I'm not leaving here without a body. Whether that's Irina, whether that's Sergei, whether that's one of you, take your pick.
I'll look to Zielle. I'm stuck.
Zielle is not feeling much more decisive in this moment. I think you just see terror on her face, like she knows Strahd's words are right. Is 100%. She is going to blame herself for all of this, so hearing it from her worst enemy is something.
So look here, pretty boy. You want a body. You want something to take back home and look upon like a shiny fucking trophy. And if we were to cower away and hide under the church, what will you do then? Wait out your days until we eventually die, and then what? You won't be able to step foot inside. You need us more than we need you in this moment.
That may be true. The bones were outside the church though once, weren't they? It's only a matter of time and you'll be long gone, dead in the fucking earth, Alizzato. But you're used to that, aren't you?
And so will Irina.
Sure, Irina might be dead. Could be 100 years from now. You of all people should know that her soul is just going to go into another fucking body, just like I told these two. I'll just wait for her then. And you won't remember a fucking thing, won't you?
Oh, I remember everything. And I'll just sort of look back at Theren, and then I'll look back at Zielle. I'll whisper to Theren, did he say anything? And as I'm doing that, I'm gonna take out Terra Firma. Can I use it on Tannis?
Hell yeah.
I'm taking out the stone, and as I hold it, I sort of like grip it, and like veins, the stone cracks. I'm talking to you, but since Tannis is behind you, I'm placing the stone on Tannis's chest.
Alizzato, I need a straight wisdom check, as you are trying to find a memory within the last 24 hours. The higher the roll, the clearer the memory.
14 plus 4, it's an 18.
This is Alizzato's magic item. It allows him to gather a memory from something that has touched the earth around him within the past 24 hours. He can choose to dig deeper in the past if he wants to for a higher DC. Alizzato, the only thing echoing through your mind as terra firma is placed upon Tannis's body, clutching that with every ounce of strength that you have left, just trying to garner something. You hear, tell them I could sing. Tell them I could dance. Tell them I was Tannis.
He told me to remember. He told me who he was.
He won't leave, you know this. And I'll sort of look back to Strahd.
He won't have him. He can't. I won't allow it.
Yeah, I don't want it either. But look at Zielle.
I won't allow it.
I met Strahd once. He promised. He promised so much, and he took so much from me. Tannis is gone. His soul now exists somewhere else. It's trying to cling on to something pure, and it'll be reborn. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but at one point his soul will come back.
He's going nowhere.
He has gone somewhere.
I'm not losing another fucking brother!
And I'm not losing you and Zielle. If you die here, you die. Everything you knew about Tannis, everything you knew about your brother, everything you knew about anything ceases to exist. The wind carries it, the trees garner it, and it just becomes nothing. I will find Tannis. I will find him. But his body is just nothing now. I don't want to do this. What you're trying to hold on to, it is not here. It is being carried. She is carrying it with him. Somewhere, something is sparking life, and Tannis is clinging onto it. It will remain here in Vallaki with me. But if he wants his body, keep Irina safe. Give him. And I start just a single tear, and my eye flickers from red to green. Give him Tannis.
You could just see bloodshot, swelled eyes just dart towards you when you say that. You mean what you say?
I am on my third life here. My soul has been clinging from one body to the other. What I am now is but a memory of what I used to be. Tannis' soul will find someone, something, and it will blossom into something beautiful. His body is no more. He is gone. But his memory remains.
I'm gonna pull that sword back and hold a sharp edge to the rope around Tannis's wrists. And just hold it there for a second before I do anything.
Zielle, just one thing, hold that thought there. As Theren shifts his body to speak more directly to Alizzato, Tannis's back is to you. You can see a folded up paper, soaked, hanging out of his back pocket.
I'll take it.
There's something firm on the inside. And Theren, please continue.
As I pull that blade closer and it starts to fray the rope a little bit before I pull it down to cut the rope, his soul, it's bound to me by blood. I made an oath. You remember him as Tannis, and I cut the rope.
And I catch Tannis. He will only be remembered as Tannis. We will ensure of that.
You make sure he sings again.
And I'll sort of hold Tannis and I'll do the, sweep him under, so I'm have him by his legs and by his back. Still looking at Theren and now looking at Zielle.
I'm gonna quickly spin to the side to Zielle and kind of grab her and try to lead her into the church before she notices more of Tannis.
Not that she really has that much autonomy. She'll be led.
I'm gonna turn around to Strahd while I'm holding Tannis. And then I'm gonna look down to Tannis. And I'm gonna start walking towards Strahd. But in Druidic, I'm gonna say, "You soft child. Sweet child. May she guide you forever on towards eternity. To that light that you so seek, that you so find. This land will not claim you today nor tomorrow. Your soul will find another. May that be bound by friendship or bound to the land. There will be people here that will answer your call. I will not rest, Tannis, until I find you. And I will raise you and teach you who you were, as I have done. You are not alone. And wherever you are, you will never be." And I arrive at Strahd.
He was walking towards you to meet in the middle, his footsteps making no sound upon the cobblestone that he walks on, with his arms outstretched. "I see you've made your choice. It was the safest one. Now I can bury my brother in peace." "Oh, Sergei. Would have been nice to have a little more time with you this time around, but maybe we'll have another," as he looks up at you, Alizzato.
And just met with a veins popping on the forehead, bloodshot red eyes with the red pupils. My red feathers are now almost swaying and almost moving with the still if there's even a breeze, they're slightly moving. He'll come back. You know that, right?
We'll see. I cast him out once before and he found his fucking way back here. Maybe I'll keep him around this time.
I see you, Strahd. I see you for who you are. And I hope that you remember this. Right now. Right here.
Picturesque moment, don't you think?
I spit on the ground.
He turns and walks back to his horse. He saddles Tannis across the back. And he turns back around at you and raises one single hand before an echoing snap is heard throughout Vallaki. With this, the vampires move. As with inhuman speed, they seemingly run across rooftops towards the city walls, climbing it as they leap out into the darkness of the wilderness outside of Vallaki. Vampires here at the church, vampires deep into the city. You hear screams once more, but you see vampires leaping from the walls. As the city is quiet around you, burning flames, crackling. Strahd gets on behind Tannis to ensure a safe ride as he picks up off the ground. I hope you got your invitation, Alizzato.
Oh, I got it.
As he cracks the whips of the black horse and takes off into the sky. And for today, that's a wrap.
I'm shaking.
Pleasant. Same. Thank you all so much for listening. The feast of St. Andral is behind us as we continue forward into Vallaki. Goodbye, everybody.
Aye.
Goodbye.
Good luck sleeping after that one.